Okay, so here we're taking out the last screw here from all these different points. You don't have to take all of them out, just the ones that pertain to the cover. Okay, set them aside. This piece comes right off. Now, I don't want to disconnect the cables for the hood, so I'm just going to set it aside this way. Okay, there's a radiator cover as well, and there's 4 little screws on each side, which we have to take off as well. Here's the last screw to take this cover off. I'm gonna pull it off and set it aside as well. Alright, so we're taking this cover off. I'm gonna take the hose. There's a little clips here. You can unclip to give you a little bit more chance to move around. Take the cover off. Set it aside. Okay, I'm gonna have the hose out of the way. Next thing we're going to do is take out the fan, because we need room to get in there. First thing you got to do is take the power out of the fan, which is basically, there's 2 plugs. There's one here. Okay, so lift up the lever here, and then this comes out. This is one of the powers to the fan, and there's another one down here, which is a bigger plug. And this one you just press the sides, and that one pops off as well, just like that. Now, there's a little clip down here that it actually bends. You can see it. This one right here on the bottom. It actually bends, and that kind of like gives you access to be able to take out the fan. On the other side, it does not bend. If you want to come around here, okay. So that clip does not bend. If you, I'm going to move it a little bit and see how you can just lift the fan up. So, you know, very carefully. The fan starts coming up. Just make sure you don't hang on to the propeller of the fan and break the fins there. Okay. So the whole fan comes off, just like that. Here's the clips that I was talking about. The hose. Okay. Set that aside. This is the one that gives you the access to bend, and then actually lets you go and lift it up through. Okay, so here we have, starting from the top over here, there's the alternator. And then we have the idler pulley. This is the power steering pulley. This is the idler tensioner. Okay. And basically this belt, this is the serpentine belt, and you can see how it goes all the way around those different components. I just recently changed the belt itself and the idler tensioner, which was very loose. And now I'm going to do is, what we're doing today is basically changing the tensioner for the AC belt. It's separate from the serpentine belt. So all you have to do is really expose. You can expose this by taking the cap off, and you can see the Allen wrench there, which basically you can take that off. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is gonna loosen up the belt. Okay, and basically I put my key that fits in there. I'm gonna pull down the tensioner, and then automatically my belt comes off. And that's my AC belt. Now I'm changing because it has it's making some noise, and the tensioner basically is a little loose. It's very loose to what the tension needs to be. The belt looks okay, but I'm gonna keep it as a spare in case something happens. Just want to pop in a new one just to have everything nice. One thing that I did notice was it's kind of warped, so maybe that might be the problem. It's kind of warped that way. Okay, here's the piece that I'm going to replace. You know, the AC tensioner, and basically has the wheel. You know, it should stop like this automatically, like this. That's a good wheel bearings. The way you take this off is basically in the middle. There's a big screw that we're going to use the same one to put the old one. Take out the old one, put the new one in with the same old screw. Now, one of the things that we gotta do is basically this piece right here. This allows me to actually have access to this screw. So I'm gonna do it the same to the old one. That way I have the access to that. Okay. All right. So what I just did was put the pin in the Allen wrench and put it inside to the pin so I can hold it, and I can expose the bolt that I need to take out. Okay, so I'm going to be taking out the bolt now and then replacing the new one. Okay, loosen up the pulley. So this is the bolt. Okay, regular bolt. You just put it in there. Put the new one inside. Okay, now I have my new tensioner, and I'm gonna place it back in. Same general direction. It actually, there's a guide there. You know, you can't put it wrong because it won't fit. So basically put it in like that. And you take your 5/8 drive, tighten that up. Okay, so we're ready to put in our belt, and the way this should go is, you know, the name facing you. That way it's in the right direction, and you can see that this one is you know, straight. It's not warped. Okay. So this one just goes in here. Always see how this wheel is smooth? Well, it has to go with the smooth side. So if it's going with the groove side, you know it's going wrong. This one's really simple. It just goes on top, and then it goes on the other side into here. Okay. So I would advise, you know, if you've never done this, maybe take a picture just in case. Make sure you know you put it the right way. So then you got your pulley, which is the new one, and then you have this is your AC pulley, and the belt goes on top of that. Okay, and then to relieve the tension and make the tensioner work, you have to release the pin, and you have to do that by simply pulling down. Let me make sure this is all fit. This one's a little tricky. Gotta play around with it. Now you gotta be careful with the clips down there, and just kind of fit it in there.
Go.
All right, so now there's some guides in there that you have to get it in, and basically we have just put that in there into the guides. There's 2 on the bottom. Okay, and that's well, it looks good. The only one is actually, I'm gonna open this one back up for a second. That one that opens up, that one has to fall in there. There we go. Okay, we're good. So now the next thing is to basically connect the hose to the clamps on around the fan area. So it's like a couple of them. And those around here. And basically they just snap on once you put them in there. Okay, that one. We're gonna make sure we plug it in. The 2 plugs that we had taken out. Give it power. Okay, we're gonna take our cover for the fan base here, fan and the radiator. I just put the cover with the 5 screws, and I'm gonna finish it off with putting the hose back. Hold in that place. And the last thing is put this cover back. And once you got that done, basically you're done. You know, you put back all those screws, and the belts are brand new, both of them. All the pulleys are new, so everything should be working fine. Thank you very much. This was a 2005 525i, and see you in the next video.